tip. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. We are so pleased that you have joined us today. Just a little bit of housekeeping, beloved. As you come in, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. We ask that you do that because it helps other folk to find us. Sometimes we're what's called shadow banned, which means folks have a difficult time locating us and finding us. And on some platforms, that's by accident. So you help us to overcome certain restrictions when you give us the thumbs up, when you like, and when you share. So on the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button, would you? If you're watching us on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, if you're watching us on Fly Nubian Queen on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button with the quickness. Also at the bottom of your screen, beloved, there's a share button. There's a share button at the bottom of your screen. You can copy the share button and you can paste the share button, beloved, on your social media platforms. You can also share that link on your, if you want to text someone, if you want to email someone, please be sure to do so, okay? On the count of three. By the way, big shout out to those of you that are watching us on a different platform. Those of you that might be watching us not only on a different platform, but in a different time zone. Welcome to the Vicky Show here in America and around the world. So whichever way, if you're watching us on another platform, because sometimes my show is re-aired on another platform. If you're watching us at a different time, in a different location than FlyNubianQueenTV.com or Fly Nubian Queen YouTube, please, in whatever way it allows you to engage or share, like and follow, please do so on the count of three. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so very much for sharing and expanding our message and our broadcast. It is so, so very important. I unequivocally and unapologetically ask that you do that on a regular basis when you're tuned into the Vicky Show, because I know that my message is important. I know that my message is bigger than me, and it has everything to do with the betterment of my people. And because I'm someone that understands when circumstances and situations of all sorts manifest, they're often symptoms. So when something happens in Black society, when something happens in the world, when something happens in America, and even when things are happening around the world, those are symptoms of sometimes a larger issue. And people who are not people who have a different assignment than mine might be experts at reading the fruit, but not the root. Somebody talk black to me, baby. I got the gavel today. I said I got the gavel today. For those of you that don't know, the Vicky Show is the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps, baby, because I use these sounds to amplify as force amplifiers. Somebody talk black to me. Big shout out to those of you that are in the digital building. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Would you share, 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 share? We're so pleased that you have joined us today. I want to say a few things before I get ready to get into the meat of our conversation. And it's important that you hear me clearly and soberly. It's important that you hear me clearly and soberly. Are y'all hearing me today? Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. It's my prayer. And it's also my hope that you can hear me clearly without interruption or interference. And I want to get right on into my topic after I make just a few statements here. Again, thumbs up, family. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Okay, I'm told it sounds great with no issues. Awesome. So let me get on to it, into it. And they say it's clear. Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Thank you so very much. Now, let me do this quickly. Let me turn off my fan. Let me turn off my fan. And let me invite my Instagram family to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. I want to invite my Instagram family to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. You can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Thank you so very much. Instagram, welcome Instagram. I want to welcome my Instagram family into the digital building. Right now, Instagram, I'm live on flynubianqueentv.com. You can watch me live by accessing us there or access me directly at Fly Nubian Queen YouTube live. So Instagram, I'm going to need you to come on over Instagram with the quickness because I'm going to need to use this device momentarily, okay? Thank you so very much. By the way, family, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Vicki. There are no E's in my name. There are no double K's in my name. There are no Y's in my name. And my name is not short for Victoria. My mother said I didn't look like a Victoria. My name has 5 letters, Vicki. Vicki X Dillard on Instagram, Vicki Dillard on my Facebook fan page, and Dillard Vicki, my last name first, on Twitter. Make sure that you follow me there. It's so important. You all know that I, along with the network, some of the networks I've been on, in some way, form, or fashion, have been censored. You know, there were times where I couldn't go live. Some of you ask about where's the super chat on here. You all know that this is not the first time that's happened to me over the time I've been here. So the reason why it's important that you connect with us at those other alternative social media platforms, including our Black social media platform at blagenough.com. The link is in the chat. Blagenough.com. Some of you say, well, where are the Black social media outlets? Where the Black social media platforms? They're out there, but you all aren't present there in the numbers that you are on these other platforms. So we believe in having our own, and we leverage these other platforms. Do you understand? So follow us at blagenough.com, as well as subscribe to our website at flynubianqueen.com. Thumbs up, share, 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 share. Shout out to our moderators in the digital building. Just one other announcement before I get ready to get into it. And thank you for your patience while I give these basic announcements and do a little housekeeping. Our moderators are highlighted in blue throughout the broadcast. They're going to be putting important links and providing you with information. Make sure, family, that you click on the links they're sharing or make note of them. You can also use your device to screenshot it so that you can refer to the link later. Or even when I'm live, you can rewind your screen back. But they usually repeat things a few times. So just give them a moment to repeat it, okay? Thumbs up, share, 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 share. I want to say this concerning what some of you are already blowing up my messages. Some of you are commenting. Some of you are emailing. I've even had some of you email. Y'all don't play the Beehive. You find a way to reach me one way or another. Even though it's impossible for me to respond to all kinds of messages, you understand. I'm a one-woman show. Thankfully, I have a beautiful and lovely family member that is my assistant. She assists me with my household stuff. She assists me setting up to reach the world. She assists me with my medical stuff. And she goes through some of my emails. There's only so much one person can do. I don't do a whole lot of stuff that other outlets do because I cannot overwork myself at this time. With that being said, sometimes when I have repeat messages and they come in different times and I happen to be looking or searching and don't miss it, I can see a pattern of things. I want to let you all know that my discussion, as I've said a few times before, on any topic, on any person, has to do with an issue, an energy, a spiritual reality, or something that I believe and know, according to my assignment, that needs to be brought to Black society. You've heard me say on a number of occasions, I'm not a YouTuber. And when I say I'm not a YouTuber, that means that I'm not someone whose message you can just relegate to some little social media platform that's insignificant. What I'm saying is I use social media, YouTube, and other platforms where my show is re-aired to reach and to expand my message, Talk Black. And the reason we're using these alternative media sources is because you understand corporate white media isn't standing there with open arms saying, Vicky, come on in and tell me what's on your mind. Because I'm Black first and not, because I'm B1 and not D1, because I'm B1 and not R1, they're not trying to hear the type of message that I have. Unbought and unbossed. Somebody talk Black to me. So this is where we are. So don't despise the manner in which the message is coming. Just make sure that you get the message and that you're intelligent enough to discern the difference and not confuse me with your funny looking fake activist, big mouth commentary individuals that's running their mouth that every now and then says something decent about Black society, and you automatically put me in the category with the rest of them. Talk Black to me. You excuse their foundational behavior to threaten and to do all manner of other evil because they say one or two decent things and then you good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been dealing with this for some time now. So I want you, my hope is that I'm nurturing and growing an intelligent group of people. You've been hearing me say more recently how God is in the details. God is in the nuances. We're so used to using that phrase, the devil is in the details. No, baby, God is in the details. I heard someone quote someone else. I'm not sure who the original person that quoted it, but God is in the details. God is in the nuance. Somebody just said, Vicky is not a LOM member. No, I created the term LOM. Sit down. I'm the one that created the term League of Mammies. I'm the one that's been consistently giving Black women that have intentionally been conscripted or drafted or used by white people and white supremacy to not only elevate white supremacy and white people, racist white people, but to dog Black people. Don't come on here playing, baby. I've been seeing some of my moderators talk about in the last couple of days that there's a such thing as a block party. Y'all know I don't even push that like that. But if I let them I'll just tell them, okay, do what you do. Let the block party begin. Sit your funny looking self down somewhere. You hear one or two things and here now you ready to talk about everything, deal with everything like everything's exactly the same. It's not. Now let me get on to what I'm trying to say. Apparently there was a recent brouhaha between two men, and some of you want me to weigh in on it. And I want to let you know at this time, I don't believe it's appropriate for me to weigh in on it because the two Black men are speaking for themselves. They don't need me in between their situation. For those of you who know, you know. So that's number one. Number two, I want to let you guys know that with me discussing our brother Kwame for some time now, Kwame Brown, and the energy of being unapologetic, the energy of a Black man actually standing up for himself is so refreshing. It's bigger than one person. I've said that and I'll continue to say it. Thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to Fly Nubian Queen because I'm going to use this device in just a moment, Instagram. Now, I'm speaking on this subject again today in reference to Oprah Winfrey. I'm asking a question. And as intelligent Black people, I want us to explore the question that I'm asking in just a moment. Now, it's not about worshiping one individual for me, but it is about acknowledging a refreshing energy that is so desperate to be embraced by Black society. The very, excuse me, individuals that are being attacked, Black men in particular, unrelentingly in more ways than one. I'm talking about in education. I'm talking about in the military. I'm talking about in arts and entertainment. I'm talking about in media. I'm talking about in economics. I'm talking about scientifically. I'm talking about socially. I'm talking about politically. I'm talking about governmentally. I'm talking about as it relates to our food. I'm talking about as it relates to our water. I'm talking about environmentally. When we see a much needed expression of that, it's refreshing and it should be embraced. Somebody talk black to me. And sometimes different moments present themselves throughout our lifetime because the ancestors, because the creator is allowing it to happen. Stuff that pops up is not for no reason. Now that I've said that, let me say this to some of the rest of you that talk about how important it is that black men are not beefing with black men unnecessarily. If you followed me for any reasonable time, you know that's absolutely what I stand for. But you will never find me, but that's the reason why I defend those that those of you that are law members, especially some of the men that I defend, most law members, most League of Mammy members would never say free Bill Cosby. Most League of Mammy members would never cape for those that I cape for. So nobody can tell me that I am not the number one advocate, one of the number one advocates that promotes the voiceless and not throwing our men away. Talk black to me. But I make a distinction between black people and black looking people. I make a distinction between those black folk that are white people's black people. I make a distinction between those that look like us, but who's doing the bidding of our oppressor, who's doing the bidding of our 466-year-old open enemy, and who is dogging out and undermining black people. I make a distinction. I don't call brothers and sisters. I don't embrace black looking people. I don't embrace black looking white people's black people. That's what I don't do. And I don't come to these conclusions based on academia or what I read in regular newspapers or me going off of just what somebody else said. Are y'all hearing me today? My goal is no matter what the topic is, I'm trying to elevate the conversation and I'm trying to settle on the best part. What do I mean about settling on the best part? You know how you've heard that phrase to eat the meat and spit out the bones? In some situations, there's some good. And in some situations, there's some bad. Don't embrace the bad, discard the bad, and elevate what's good. That's what my goal is if something, in my opinion, is salvageable. Now, let me say this before I get ready to get into our topic. I've said this on a number of occasions. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share, share, share. That's right, DX Muhammad. He said a divine calling. You got that right. Thumbs up, family. That's why I'm on these in social media streets. Because of my divine calling. Don't call me, oh, this Facebook person, this YouTuber. Don't get me twisted. This Instagrammer, this tweeter on Twitter. That's them. Don't you ever confuse me with that. And for those of you that want to act like social media is more toxic than mainstream media, are you out of your mind? Corporate white media puts negative stereotypes of black folk. Corporate white media props up black looking people who speaks their racist talking points. White mainstream media is the one that lied and got you into war in Afghanistan and got us into war in the Middle East. White media is the one that's been waging war against you. Some of you Negroes that got little jobs on MSNBC and Fox News, you think now you can run your mouth about those of us that have to use social media because they let you come on every now and then. And when they bring your funny looking self on, they're bringing you on because number one, they either don't consider you to be a real threat or what you say is ultimately going to work with some kind of white supremacist narrative that they push. Talk black to me, slowness. What am I saying? I'm saying there's toxicity in mainstream media and social media and the print media and publishing. It's toxicity in all forms of media. Don't just try to shout us out and try to emphasize toxicity on social media to shut us up and censor us. Because they let you in the gate in corporate white media and on cable news and mainstream news. Don't try to get us censored by dogging us out because they let you in. Now, whoever this is on my Instagram page that's sitting up here asking me a question about a not all the way YouTuber slander against me, sis, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm talking about my Instagram page. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt to clear that comment out of my page, sis, on Instagram. I want to give you the opportunity to listen to what I'm talking about right now, sis, instead of asking me a question about a hater and about a not all the wayer. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. One other thing, let me say to you. Many of you have heard me say this on a number of occasions. This phrase that I coined in terms of this phrase, I didn't coin the phrase. I'm talking about a phrase that I use that's usually used related to a medical or physical or biological issue. I use it as it relates to Black society. What is that phrase that I've been using a lot lately? What is that phrase? Let the virus run its course. Let the virus run its course. What do you mean, Vicky, let the virus run its course? I shared with some of you that one of the folk that's a part of my, let's just call it my medical team, I'm on a lot of supplements and I'm on less prescription medicines. I'm on less steroids that was, blowing me up and all kinds of symptoms that I was having. I'm still having a lot of symptoms because it's an autoimmune illness related to one of my organs. And in the process of me talking to my holistic doctor, she said, Vicky, I know you don't like to do all that coughing and stuff, but she says you have what's called a productive cough. In other words, you're expiring, and I'm paraphrasing her words, you're expiring things that need to come out of your system. And she said that so often the medicines that you're on and even stuff that we do across, across the counter medicines, she said sometimes when we're taking that medicine, those things suppress our immune system. We're trying to suppress the cough. We don't want to cough, right? She says when your nose is running, the first thing we want to do is take something to do what? Stop the running nose. It's inconvenient. It's embarrassing, and you don't want to have to deal with that. And plus it hurts. It takes a toll on your body, right? Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share, share, share. They say sharing is caring. So if you care, please, thank you so much. Listen to what I'm saying, but at the same time, share, share, share. And so she said to me, when your nose is running, she says, when you are sneezing, she said, this is the way that your body is actually trying to release the virus, release the toxicity. And I'm using whatever words I think I can, that I can come up with. Let the virus run its course. Some things that are happening that seem to be bad. This is what I want to say to the Black community. Not everything. We don't want to see black on black men fighting and all this other kind of stuff unnecessarily and things taken to the wrong level. I'm not talking about that kind of mess. I call that out as well. But there are some things that's happening within the Black body. There are some things that's happening within the Black body that's coming to the surface. The Black body our nose is running in Black society. We're sneezing. Detrimental things that's on the inside is trying to make its way out. And some of us are trying to suppress the Black body immune system because we don't want that thing. We don't want the virus to run its course. We want to hurry up and shut it down. And while it's important, the ER, traditional medicine, certainly have its place. It's not a good idea to go that route long term. Oh, this is good. There are some things that must come out, no matter how ugly. Number one, when we're dealing with human beings, iron sharpen iron. If both parties' hearts are mean good. That's number one. Number two, let the virus run its course. Is that there are some things that some of you all are uncomfortable seeing, but it needs to come out of the black body if we are going to, number one, properly unify so that we can work as one body. It doesn't mean our functions are the same. The eye doesn't have the same function as the nose. The mouth doesn't have the same function as the hands. The liver doesn't have the same function as the kidneys. But nevertheless, they work together. That's what I'm referring to when I'm saying being on code. When I'm talking about being in unity, it doesn't mean functionally you do everything the same as me or another brother and sister that you see. So I want to make this point about letting the virus run its course appropriately. And let's make sure that when we're talking, when we're engaging, that our hearts are right and that we understand that there are some nuances. In other words, there are some things that you see happening with one person or in one situation that you can't just automatically say, oh, this is bad or this is good or you're doing this or you're wrong on that. There are some things, in other words, that requires closer examination. Talk black to me. Now I'm going to say this finally on this point, and then I'm getting ready to get into, excuse me. Speaking about letting this stuff come out, I got to get ready to cough in just a moment. Listen, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share, 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 share. I want to say this. That's a good point. Whoever just said that. What the root word of the word organization is what? Vicky Diller fan page, let me know if I'm buffering. What's the root word of the word organization? I need my moderator to let me know on Instagram real quick. Because I can see my moderator there too. Let me know if I'm buffering on YouTube. Okay, everybody's saying no. So whoever said I'm buffering, clear your device, beloved. Otherwise, my moderators might think you're a troll. Excellent. You all answered the question well. The root word of the word organization is what? Organ, right? The organs are major central parts of the body, right? That's important to keep that in mind when we're talking about organization. It doesn't mean we're all the same, but it does mean that we're moving in the same direction with our unique gifts, talents, and capacities. Talk black to me. The final thing that I wanted to really say on this. Okay, thank you, beloved. Thank you for telling me. Watch this. Some of you, when there's trouble, when there's turbulence, especially when it comes down to white supremacy, some of you that don't involve yourself in the war of white supremacy, not in the way I do, but those of you that, number one, that feels like that you're too good, or you think that you're so deep spiritually, or you think that your life is so good individually in this white supremacist race war that we're in, that you think that by being on the sidelines of white supremacy, being on the sidelines of difficult conversations make you safe and intelligent. Let me tell your funny looking self something. There are certain things where you need to know certain things aren't your business. Wise people understand when there are certain things that's not their business, they stay out of stuff. But some of you misapply that principle. Some of you misapply that principle so that you can use it as an excuse not to get involved in the important things. You think that when something pops off, you think that because you've been silent on something, You think you can sit back and say, see, that's why I didn't say nothing. See, that's why I didn't get involved. No, there are some situations where you need to sit your funny looking self down and shut up. There are plenty of topics and things I don't get on because they're not in alignment with my topic, or I know there's a trick behind it, or I have wisdom on that topic, or spirit won't let me go there on it, so I don't get on it. Then there are other things that you can't apply that principle to. Some of you all use that principle as an excuse not to get involved where you should. And I want to let you know, those of you that are sitting on the sidelines when it matters, you ain't safe sitting it on the sidelines, baby. Mark my words. And in war, because we have been under this white man for so long, y'all, we're messed up. So let's be patient with us. Let's understand that there are some nuances. There are some gray areas in us that requires us to be patient with each other. War is messy. That's what I want you to know. I want you to know that this open enemy of ours has messed us up so much, it's going to take a little time to get it together. But those of you that know better, don't you take all day to get it together. And for those of you that don't, that's one of the reasons I'm here. Talk black to me. Now let me get on with today's topic. I've spent enough time on this. I want you to listen to a little bit of the audio clip of our brother Kwame earlier today, this morning, where he was discussing an interaction, not an interaction. Well, actually, yes. Excuse me. An interaction that he ostensibly had with someone years ago. And I want you to listen to this for yourself. Instagram, come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. Instagram, come on over to, you can also come to Fly Nubian. If you can't access to flynubianqueentv.com, come straight over to YouTube and just put in Fly Nubian Queen. You should be able to access me there both places. Come on over. Thank you so much. Family, I want us to get ready to get into some of this. On okra, somebody say okra. I said it right. I said okra. Let's talk about okra. And let's talk about okra in the context of this odyssey regarding our brother Kwame Brown. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. I'm posting this that I just did on Instagram. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Share, 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 share. Thank you so much. I want to cue something for you here. And I'm going to play this audio for you. You all know I rarely show much video. I believe in following the rules and more than following the rules on these platforms. I say that a lot because we, mostly me, have been censored. And like I said, there have been times where you all know you've had to watch me live on Your Black World TV. Some of you all know that some of you have been asking, where's the super chat? They've been censoring us, trying to censor us on more than one occasion, but we're going to keep it pushing. Thumbs up, share, share, share. So we really endeavor to overly follow the rules, cross our T's and dot our I's. So I'm going to read the Copyright Act of 1976 because when there are certain clips that you are permitted to read or permitted to use on social media, you all know I do that, especially when it comes down to political news and so forth. And because it's for these purposes, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Give me just a moment so that I can cue this, and you continue to like, share, 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 thumbs up, thumbs up. Let everybody that everybody that you know that the Black Primetime Weekday Show is on right now. I want you to listen to something. I want you to listen to something. Yes, I think this is close to the point that it's getting to. By the way, if you have children, some of the language our brother Kwame Brown uses is sometimes explicit. So I always like you all to have the heads up if you have children. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Somebody say this is bigger than one person. And my goal is hopefully to increase not only your natural intelligence, but your spiritual intelligence. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Now, family, this the Vicky show, so I don't want us to be sitting up here talking about things that are outside of what I'm talking about right now. This is important. I don't believe in distractions. Unnecessary ones, that is. Talk black to me.
But you want to see what quicksand was like. And I told you, quicksand.
Hold on 1 second, family. Let me cue this. Let's see. Okay. I think this is close to where I'm going. Let's see.
Because, you know, you talk that pro-black shit while you victimize, allegedly, you know, while you allegedly get, you know, you be around 15-year-olds, allegedly, you know. So as Carcino was talking about this lady, Angela Rye, oh, man, I'm getting ready to cook. And then I saw a picture of Angela Rye. I'm like, oh, Lord. Can you talk about Angela, baby? God damn. Why you protecting that nigga? Can I DM you or something? God damn. Angela Rye, you a fine, crazy motherfucker. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I saw that picture of you on the beach. Jesus Christ. Angela and beach. Jesus Christ. Men behind you. But I'd never be scared of a pretty, sexy, soft, sweet.
Just for context, he apparently is talking about Angela Rye, who he seems to be saying because of her connections with Charlemagne the God. He's really talking about the fact of whether or not a part of Charlemagne the God's protection is coming from this Angela Rye. He's going somewhere here in just a moment. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, family, listen. For those of you who are sitting here that don't know the difference, I said earlier, don't sit here and conflate black people who are enemies of black people with brothers and sisters. I don't consider Oprah Winfrey to be black first or benefit to black society because of her very long history of working with white supremacy. And when you show yourself to be an enemy of white supremacy, I treat you accordingly. I do not attack true black family, but I do expose our open enemy. Talk black to me. So he's talking about Angela Rye. I said it right. Angela Rye. Y'all listen, I barely played the video. I was just trying to give you a little context. Angela Rye, who was on CNN, she's an attorney. She's always talking about how she used to work with the Congressional Black Caucus. And now I'll be seeing her on MSNBC now. Keep listening, please.
Little thing that look like you. But some of y'all can be venomous. Are you venomous, Miss Rye?
Listen.
Miss Rye, you are a black woman attorney. Now, when everybody else get allegations, right? Everybody get the hell away from the person they get allegations ran on. Are you friends with Charlemagne the God, allegedly? Are you, ma'am? I'm asking. I don't know.
Listen.
And then as I began to look at your pictures, Miss Rye, then as I began to see who you connected to, Miss Rye, and this is all starting to make some scary sense. So I'm not going outside today.
Listen.
I spoke in one of my videos about a woman wanting me to go on their talk show and talk about how good it was to be in a single parent household.
Did you all hear what he said? He said that he spoke in one of his other videos about a woman who wanted him to come on her talk show to discuss single motherhood. Y'all know this is a space for intelligent Black people, but also spiritually intelligent Black people when you listen to the Vicky Show. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Now, I had a couple of people that said, and after I posted that I wanted to talk about this related to Oprah and Kale. For those of y'all that don't know, Oprah and Gail in Black media, they're known affectionately as Okra and Kale, but they funny looking selves. For those of you that are new and that are not familiar with the anti-Black history of Oprah Winfrey, just keep listening. Don't come on here saying why you're attacking another Black woman, another Black person when you knew. It's okay to be new, but just sit in the back of the class and learn, and don't come up here trying to be the teacher when you just came on the subject. You just learning the subject yourself. You don't even have to believe me, but listen to the information before you start running off at the mouth. For those of you that's just saying, why are you attacking Oprah? I told you this is bigger than Kwame Brown. I've been discussing Okra and Kale for a long time. I was discussing Jamil Hill for a long time. I was discussing Charlamagne the God for a long time. Talk Black. I was discussing and gave the work to Angela Rye a long time. So the stuff he's bringing up is pointing to some of the stuff that I've been talking to you guys about for a while. I'm talking about it further to expose the unseen infrastructure that's at work by Black-looking people that's undermining you, and you can't see it. All you know, Black family, is that we keep running into a wall. You keep wondering why we're not making more progress, and I'm trying to expose to you what's happening behind the scenes from those that claim to be your brother and sister that sometimes talk Black. I've been on this a minute. There are many lessons to learn. Focus on the lesson that I'm highlighting, slowness. I told you I ain't your YouTuber. I use YouTube and other platforms and other networks that I'm associated with as a means to get my message out. So just sit back and listen. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Big shout out for those of you. So many of you all have given me overwhelming responses. Some of you said that my show yesterday was epic. Some of you were saying, I didn't say this about myself. You all the ones who've called me a master teacher and all of these other kinds of things. You know, I'm not boasting on myself. I'm just simply saying that those are some of the discussions I had yesterday or discussions I've had in the past. Check my record. Listen, keep sharing.
And it always confused me why my answer wasn't good enough or why I wouldn't do it.
Did y'all hear that? Why he wouldn't do it, right? Let me go back just a little. Listen closely.
I'm scared of you because Carcino said 3 times that you were dangerous. So all that means is you got some men behind you.
He's talking about Angela Rye there. Let me fast forward it too.
You're a Black woman attorney.
Listen.
Now, when everybody else get allegations, right? Everybody get the hell away from the person who they get allegations from. Are you friends with Charlamagne the God, allegedly? Are you, ma'am? I'm asking. I don't know. And then as I began to look at your pictures, Miss Rye, then as I began to see who you connected to, Miss Rye, and this is all starting to make some scary sense. So I'm not going outside today. I spoke in one of my videos about a woman wanting me to go on their talk show and talk about how good it was to be in a single parent household. And it always confused me why my answer wasn't good enough or why I wouldn't do it. And then they told me the person that it was that was requesting that of me. And then they gave me a chilling warning. This is not the type of person that you can say no to.
Did you guys hear that? He said he was approached, it sounds like, right? By someone that wanted him to do a talk show, go on someone's talk show and discuss basically the wonders of single motherhood. And his answer was no. And he said he was wondering why his answer wasn't good enough. His answer not to do it. He was wondering why his answer wasn't good enough. He was then told what? He was then told what? That this is not someone that you can say no to, right? Are y'all listening? In case I got the volume all the way up, but in case you missed that, listen closely.
Being me, being Geechee, I said, what? Well, this is going to be the first time she heard no. Because I helped my mama's cooking. My mama gave me wisdom. My mama gave me what she could give me. But my mama was smart enough to take me around men. I had mentors. I had programs where men helped raise me. Did any one of you listen to anything I said before you attacked me? I said it was a grown man driving me to work. He didn't let me make no excuses. He made me give him gas money for taking him to work, for taking me back and forth to work. He taught me what life is about. Him, along with a lot of other men that pitched in to help out.
Okay, we're getting ready to shift now to something else he's getting ready to say that's very key. Again, this brother is a well-known former athlete. And the things that we've been teaching you in Black media, especially me here on the Vicky Show, this statement is bearing witness to some of the things that have been happening behind the scenes. So y'all listen, keep sharing, sharing, sharing. Thumbs up, thumbs up. That's okay, family. We always know that the right people at the right time will hear this broadcast. It's okay that everybody may not be here right now to hear what we have to say, but I am pleased for those of you that are here. Listen.
From an honest, decent perspective. So no, I couldn't go on a show and say that just because I was raised with a single mother, and my mother I wasn't raised as a single mother the first part of my life. My mother tried to do it right. She got married. It wasn't her fault that my father decided to do what he did. She had to face the consequences of his decisions. And no, Miss Angela's sexy. Right. Yeah. Why we gotta be? Damn. But anyway, as I beginning to look in your past,
Watch.
It became very scary that a lady that you connected to is the very same lady that wanted me to go on her show way back when to pump single motherhood.
He said a lady way back when wanted him to come on their show to pump single motherhood. Listen.
See, all of my brothers were interviewed in prison. They was going to the prisons and trying to interview them so they can pump the single motherhood. They went to the prison to go meet my daddy to have him talk about me. But I was the last missing link. They even interviewed one of my brothers that don't get along with me, and he made a comment in the newspaper after I went to jail for speeding because I was underage and I was speeding. And then when the story came out, somehow I was on a motorcycle and all this other shit. No, I was in that 600 Mercedes I was telling you about.
Here we go.
So, being young and dumb, I raced, my bad. Sorry, but everything I did, was so sent a request for me to come to her show, allegedly.
Hold on.
Maybe she didn't send the person.
Watch.
Maybe that person was just speaking out the side of their neck. It makes sense about you, how you treat the man that you date. Allegedly, when I was with the Wizards, allegedly.
Listen, when he was with the Wizards.
Oprah Winfrey sent a request for me to come to her show, allegedly. Maybe she didn't send the person. Maybe that person was just speaking out the side of their neck. But maybe that person is not. But When I was with the Wizards, allegedly Oprah Winfrey sent a request for me to come to her show. Allegedly. Maybe she didn't send the person. Maybe that person was just speaking out the side of their neck. But maybe that person is not. But allegedly, a person came up to me that was connected to Oprah Winfrey, and she was requesting an interview and wanted me to speak on single motherhood and talk about my violent daddy.
Did y'all hear that? He said someone approached him, allegedly on behalf of Oprah Winfrey. He said her name. He said allegedly on behalf of Oprah Winfrey, someone was sent on her behalf.
And I allegedly said no.
He said no. Allegedly, he says.
I'm not going outside today. I might not go outside for a few days. This is getting spooky.
Watch this.
So, if it ain't no go along, get along, gang, a lot of these people that seem to be coming at me seem to always come back in full circle to the same people that was fucking with me 20 years ago. It will always be you fine. Damn, Angela, right? You got.
So he makes another point that I want you to hear, and now I'm going to delve into some other facts in just a moment. Give me just a couple more seconds. I know I go in and out because I want you all to hear this, but thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. This is for those of you that said, is Vicky reaching by talking about Oprah? No, slowness. He mentioned her allegedly. He mentioned the fact that someone came up to him allegedly on behalf of Oprah Winfrey for him to come on her show to talk about the wonders of single motherhood, and he rejected it. Listen to this last point. Y'all know I'm always going somewhere with my commentary. My name is Vicky Dillon. For those of you that are just tuning in, come on in. I normally here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on FlyNewbieQueenTV.com.
Alleged. Somebody came in there and asked me that. There are a lot of things going on that don't make a lot of sense. But now, it wasn't making a lot of sense when it was happening.
Watch.
You know, I ran into a guy, WW. He somehow got in my space. Turned down that alleged interview request.
Listen.
And I said, no, I wasn't going to allegedly disrespect my father and disrespect my mother because she didn't ask me to do that. And I listened to my mama's cooking. My mama was always smiling, always peaceful. She didn't want no smoke. So I allegedly turned down an interview. And then after that alleged turned down interview, almost every interview and everything said about Mr. Kwame Brown, the #1 draft pick out of the slums and out of the hood, almost everything said about him was negative.
Y'all hear that? Listen to this part one more time and we're done.
Allegedly turned down an interview, and then after that alleged turned down interview, almost every interview and everything said about Mr. Kwame Brown, the #1 draft pick out of the slums and out of the hood, almost everything said about him was negative.
I wanted you to hear that from him, okay? He said after that alleged incident, after that person approached him to go on Oprah Winfrey show and he said no to discuss the wonders of motherhood because he wasn't going to put his family out like that. He said his mother told him don't do that. He wasn't going to do that, right? He said after that is when this thing started to happen. This was many years ago. Why am I emphasizing this, family? It was the Vicky show sometime back that started to tell you how serious it is when our open enemy begins to recruit Black women on behalf of white supremacy. And one of the top members of LOM, the League of Mammies that I've coined, LOM, hashtag LOM, is Oprah Winfrey. I've discussed her as well as her homegirl, Gayle King, on a number of occasions. You all know that I did my show on Gayle right when our brother Kobe Bryant died. You all remember how Gayle tried to defame this man's legacy, his name. He wasn't even, remember, we were waiting for the funeral and for the memorial, remember? Gayle took her funny looking self and interviewed Kobe Bryant's good friend, Lisa Leslie. Shout out to the beautiful Black Lisa Leslie. Lisa Leslie, I'm not going to redo that show. She shut it down, didn't she, y'all? Lisa Leslie, in such a divine Black feminine way, humiliated failed Gayle King, failed Gayle King, failed Gayle King, former basketball player, beautiful, gorgeous Black sister, married to a Black man, it's just so elegant and feminine. She wasn't screaming or hollering, she didn't go crazy, but she, in such a feminine way, humiliated Gayle during their interview when Gayle brought up those false allegations from this white girl against Kobe Bryant. It didn't go anywhere in court. And the thing that our beautiful sister Lisa Leslie said, she said, you all had years to ask Kobe that. She made it clear that she thought it was inappropriate to be discussing that upon his death. And she made it clear to Gayle King that the media, which Gayle is a part of, needs to leave it alone. We, the Black grassroots, not Roland Martin, not the dead Black media, not the Reverend Al Sharpton who needs to go eat, none of them, not Joy Reid and them, none of them rebuke Gayle or Oprah for their anti-Black male antics, right? It was us that humiliated them. We gave them so much work. What happened? Gayle bust out crying. Gayle took off of work. Gayle tried to act like she was a victim. Remember, Oprah came out of her cocoon. Oprah went on the opposite network show to say that Gayle is getting threats. Oprah pretended like she was crying because we was giving them that work. We exposed the fact that she was trying to once again defame the legacy of a Black man for white people, white networks, and so that Gayle could level up. Why do you say that, Vicky? See, some of you ain't been keeping up. You don't know this. So sit down and learn something. Don't ask me why you attacking another Black person. Slowness when you don't even know the enemy in your midst. You don't even know the enemy in your midst. And I keep reminding you, if God himself was willing to get rid of the very people he delivered out of from Egypt, the prophetic story of Egypt, the very people he delivered from 400 years of slavery, if he was getting ready to get rid of them and wasn't going to let them to go in the promised land, then what I look like letting enemies of our new promised land in? Remember, we gave him so much work that Gayle didn't show up for work. Remember, Oprah tried to do a PR cleanup. And then remember, Oprah confessed that she was hurt. When she did another interview later on with Gayle, remember Oprah confessed live? I mean, not live, but I mean, when she was there with Gayle live, but we saw the replay when they did that special tour. Remember, they said that they was upset. Oprah was up, that they was tripping because they were expecting certain people to come to their defense and they didn't. Remember, that's when Snoop Dogg put her in check. He turned around and turned into Snoopy and apologized. Remember, he turned into Snoopy and apologized. Y'all remember Mr. Farrakhan even came out and defended Snoop for going off on Gayle? Look it up. Some of y'all don't know that. Did you all know that Minister Farrakhan made public statements and defended Snoop Dogg and Snoop turned into Snoopy? Remember, Snoop's funny looking self came out and said that Van Jones, what's Medea's name? Tyler Perry, Van Jones, Tyler Perry, and who else he say? Puff Daddy. Snoop came out and said Van Jones, Tyler Perry, and Puff contacted him to tell him to apologize. Some of you forgot, some of you didn't know. So just sit down and listen. This is what Vicky been talking about. Snoop Dogg turned into Snoopy. I don't believe in cussing out a black woman. I don't believe in calling a black woman out of her name. Y'all know I ain't about that life. I wish a pussy would try to disrespect me. But I don't see Oprah as one of us. I see her and Gail as an enemy. And I'm not saying I'm not telling nobody to put their hands on a nut like that. But when we hold you accountable socially, when we call you out, we deal with you as an enemy. We don't talk about your gender. When you are acting as an enemy for our open enemy, you get dealt like an enemy. And I'm not talking about physically. For those of you that want to take my words and turn it into something else, I'm too smart for you to do that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Some of you didn't know that. It was Snoop that said Van Jones called him to apologize. Tyler told him to do it. And Puffy. Do y'all remember I did that viral show on Susan Rice? At the same time on a Saturday morning, I was inspired to do it. I wasn't even dressed up. I had my hat on and stuff. I went live on Your Black World TV. That video has hundreds of thousands of views. I was calling out Kareem Jean-Pierre, who was trying to be a mouthpiece for Susan Rice. Susan Rice worked for the Clinton administration. Susan Rice worked for what? Obama's administration. Remember Susan Rice was supposed to be Secretary of State? The white Republicans made sure that her funny-looking self didn't get that job. Susan Rice, the black woman who's married to a zaddy, that's okay. That's her business. I'm just trying to give you the details on her. Susan Rice put out a message threatening Snoop. How many of y'all knew that? Some of you new to this. But Vicky been over here in the corner giving them this work. What happened? Little old Vicky got blocked by Kareem Jean-Pierre. Kareem Jean-Pierre worked on Kamala Harris's campaign. Now Kareem is in the news. I shared it on my Twitter page just today, where she just spoke, as they say, as the first black gay person from the press stand. Kareem Jean-Pierre blocked me on Instagram and Twitter. Kamala Harris's campaign person, because I wasn't even really going in on Kareem hard. But Kareem was trying to defend some of that when she went on Morning Joe to defend Gayle King, and that was interrelated to Susan Rice. Susan Rice came out and threatened Snoop Dogg. This diplomat, this woman who because the white Republicans weren't going to let her be Secretary of State, they made her instead the UN ambassador. Look it up. She also has connections in the Clinton campaign to where they say some of them try to tie her to the Rwandan genocide. I'm just saying. I'm saying they try to connect her there. Look it up. Some of y'all don't know this. Sit down and learn newness. I'm emphasizing that because some of you want to come for me and you can't even see good. You your blind, deaf, and dumb self. By the way, that's in Quran and Bible. I'm talking about your spiritual condition. You deaf, dumb, and blind. You can't even see the enemy. You want to come for Vicky, and I'm trying to save your slow life. Turtle, put some turtles in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I was so upset when I saw it was a weekend. I wasn't even supposed to be working. It was a weekend. I went live on Your Black World TV. That video got hundreds of thousands of views. It went viral. Kareem Jean-Pierre, who was trying to defend defending Gayle King and all of that mess. Apparently, Kareem Jean-Pierre, Kamala Harris's former campaign person, was so mad about my defense, about me calling out Susan Rice. Your government hookup organizers block me, y'all. Y'all know Lane Bryant. What's Lane Bryant's name on The View? What's Lane Bryant's name on The View? Meghan McCain, the daughter of a war criminal. Remember when I was defending Tamika Mallory before Tamika blocked me? Remember how I was defending my sister Tamika repeatedly? Because Meghan McCain dogged out Tamika Mallory, I defended Tamika. I publicly defended Tamika also when I think it was American Airlines some years ago disrespected her and booted her and my son off the plane. My son's son got mad at me because I called him son. I can't help you pussies. My son's son, I came for you because you disrespected recently the black community. And you want to turn around and say we was disrespecting you when I checked you for your disrespect of the black community. Well, your sister Vicky, I went publicly live defending Tamika Mallory, my son, and I repeatedly defended Tamika because Meghan McCain was dogging Tamika so bad. I didn't know that that Meghan McCain, Lane Bryant, the daughter of a war criminal on The View, was watching my show like that. She blocked me off of Instagram. Meghan McCain did. After I was publicly and effectively defending Tamika from these white people that were slandering her, dogging her. That's what I was doing. But anyway, I digress. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Let me get on with what I'm getting on. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Somebody said they watch your show, Queen. Oh, yeah. For those of you that don't understand what makes Vicky, you ain't on mainstream media. I mean, I know YouTubers that got millions and millions of subscribers, Vicky. I know you on a couple of platforms, Vicky. I know they replay your video, Vicky, but you still ain't that bad, baby. It ain't just the quantity of people I'm reaching. It's the quality of folk I'm reaching. Because what I put out there, the stuff that I'm seeding, if that stuff grows, and if the right people, y'all take it and run with it, that's what they scared of, the seed, slowness. Not the harvest, the seed. Get back to your subject. Don't forget, by the way, family, tonight I'm going to be doing my weekly mastermind, my weekly spiritual mastermind for at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sign up today, clubvicky.com for $1, clubvicky.com. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's why I keep telling you this situation with Kwame is bigger than Kwame. I'm paying attention for jewels. I'm paying attention to stuff that he's dropping and telling us that was happening behind the scenes, stuff he didn't even know probably I talked about. Watch this. Listen. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Watch this, y'all. So notice, Kwame says that a person came to him, allegedly on behalf of Oprah Winfrey, wanting him to go on her talk show to talk about the wonders of single motherhood. He refused to do it because he wasn't going to make his family look bad. His mother didn't want him to do that kind of stuff. He said no, he wasn't going to do that. They told him that this is not the kind of person that you say no to. He said, well, I'm going to be the first one to tell this person no. He said it seems to him that after he said no to this interview many years ago, it seems like this negative narrative about him spiraled and just continued after that. Y'all listening? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Why am I talking about okra? Why am I talking about kale? Why am I talking about the dangerous League of Mammy members? Those of you that's to myself, well, Vicky, I think you're reaching about involving Oprah. Shut your mouth. You weren't even listening. You weren't even paying attention. Watch this. I've shared some of this information with some of you all in the past, but this is a time that it bears repeating. Some of the information I shared with you before. Some of the information I shared with you before. How many of you all remember me showing you this picture? Some of you were already familiar with it, perhaps. A few of you, not everybody. But enough of you should have been. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Give me a minute to get this picture focused so you can see it. Here we go. Thumbs up, thumbs up. When Oprah was celebrating her birthday not too long ago, y'all remember seeing this picture? Let me get it. Let me try to. Do y'all remember this picture I showed you? Oprah was sitting on a yacht. Or I don't know, for some reason. Let's try this again, a different way. Okay, my device is acting strange. Oprah was sitting on a yacht. Some of my day ones, y'all know how I do it. Y'all see Oprah? She's sitting on a yacht for her birthday. Y'all see this white man right here? This white man right here is named David Geffen. She's sitting on his big old yacht. Oprah is there along with Gayle King's son, and Gayle King's son's friend. This is who I want you to pay a special attention to for this show. David Geffen and Oprah Winfrey, right? This is celebrating. Oprah was on his yacht celebrating her birthday here, right? Y'all say y'all remember. Some of y'all remember. Y'all know. You knew. Everybody ain't new like you. Talk black to me. Watch this. This is a closer picture of Oprah right here on the yacht. But this is the closer picture, rather, of her birthday cake, right? Celebrating her birthday on the yacht. Guess what Oprah and Kel were celebrating. Guess how they celebrated on the yacht for Oprah's birthday, y'all. Do y'all remember? Where my day ones at? Where my day ones at when I exposed to you what was going on with receipts, what David Geffen, this white man, how many of y'all remember what he had Oprah watching on his yacht? Where my intelligent black people, that's my day ones that watched the Vicky show when I exposed all this a long time ago. How did David Geffen celebrate on his yacht for Oprah's birthday? How did they celebrate, family? I want to know who's going to get the answer right. Somebody say, I remember. Tell me what they were watching then. I just gave you a hint. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Exactly. They were watching Leaving Neverland on the yacht. Talk black to me. Who is David Geffen? David Geffen is a major prominent member of the LGBTQ community who has major impact and influence, they say, in film and in music. He's known also as the operator and by other names. I exposed some of this for you guys months and months back. Y'all remember? Who celebrates on their birthday in a big old yacht watching a documentary called Leaving Neverland? Oprah is sitting her funny looking self with her homegirl Gayle, who's just like her, celebrating her birthday, right? I even gave you guys additional receipts. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Wesley, where I expressed a lot of those details and information. I took information that I also learned from him there as well, and I provided you with other information. Y'all know I like to do my homework, and I only give you trusted information. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. If I mess up, I'm going to come to you and tell you I gave you information on accident that was wrong and fix it. But David Geffen, right? Tell me I didn't tell you this long time ago. Why am I bringing it up? Who was it, after saying Michael Jackson is a friend, he's awesome, he's amazing? Who was it almost a decade after his death? Some people say murder. There are some schools out there that believes that our brother Michael was murdered, allegedly, some say. But who, after nearly a decade, after Michael Jackson was publicly a blessing to her, publicly gave her interviews, took her show to a whole nother level, allegedly friends and family, who was it that nearly a decade later, black family, who was it that sat down with Michael Jackson's lying accusers and gave them an audience? Who was it that did an interview with them and had the nerve to say that she was getting hated on from us because It looked like she was trying to dog out another black man. Who did the interview and sat down with his enemies almost a decade later? Was it Oprah? I need y'all to connect the dots here. Our brother Kwame said allegedly. He said the person came to him, but allegedly they say it was for Oprah. He said allegedly for Oprah. They wanted him to go on behalf of Oprah, and he refused. Oprah acknowledged out loud, y'all, that she was getting hated on, she said, by folk like us, because she said that we felt like that she was bringing down the black man. Those were her words about bringing down the black man. Oprah knew what she was doing when she did it, because she admitted we were giving her so much hell. Look at this title. Finally, look at this headline. A recent headline that just came out a few days ago, April 27th. This just happened. Look at this, another recent headline. Before I show you the headline, let me say this. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, share, share, share. My name is Vicki Dillard. Make sure that you tune in to FlyNubianQueenTV.com here live. I'm here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Make sure you sign up for my weekly mastermind for only $1 for the first 30 days at ClubVicki.com. Do it today. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't hit that thumbs up button, share, 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 share. We ask that you do that in order to expand our message. When you share, when you like, when you comment, when you engage, you make it more likely, not guaranteed, but you make it more likely that other folk will know that we're here. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm almost out of my liquids here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Watch this. Just to remind you, the false charges that Michael Jackson was sexually molesting and messing with children started based on information and belief and documentation from a book, from some of the compilation receipts of my brother, Dr. Wesley, that I shared with you before. I'm going to share a little bit right now in just a second. It started right around the time of a unique incident that a lady who wrote a book about her encounter with Michael Jackson, this lady wrote a book and she put an interesting little statement in the book about something that Michael Jackson told her. We're talking about David Geffen, the man that Oprah's funny looking self sat her funny looking self on his yacht, and to celebrate her birthday, they're watching Leaving Netherlands. Sometime after that is when she did what? She did an interview, didn't she? With Michael Jackson's enemies. For those of you that don't understand this, those of you that believe some of those lies and slander, these lies and these slander, and that slander that was put out on our brother Michael Jackson, it was put out by white buddies and friends that are in high places, just like David Geffen, who run the media, who run Hollywood, who run the music industry. A lot of this stuff, when they start to lie on Michael Jackson and say that his music was anti-Semitic and all that, what many of you all don't know is that song that they said that was anti-Semitic, Michael Jackson's closest friends, including David Geffen, was one of his closest friends. Most of Michael Jackson's friends were these white men who were Jewish. He loved them. They loved him. Many of them had already heard the song and none of them were upset. But something happened according to a story that was written in this book. I think it was called Michael and Me. Watch this. This lady recounts that Michael Jackson, by the way, let me say this before I go there. Remember, Michael Jackson is the false charges that was against him on this long trial against him. Michael Jackson, they came back not guilty. I believe in an earlier time, it was most of them that were saying not guilty, but ultimately, when they retried, when they went through the case at the end, he was completely exonerated, right? That's on the state level. But did you all know that the feds were investigating Michael Jackson for years, and that even the feds couldn't come up with anything against Michael Jackson? Somebody said, connect the dots. You know, that's all I know how to do, baby. Thank you, beloved. Watch this. So Michael Jackson, a jury looked at the case after a long trial, found him not guilty. But then the feds separately was investigating him, and even the feds couldn't get anything on him. But yet and still, 10 years later, Oprah and the rest of you other silly sheep who believed the lies that was being pushed by our brother started to call him out his name. Y'all started to refer to him as if he was a pedophile. Y'all was referring to him as if he was messing with little kids. But again, you can't see good. See, when you only see with these two things right here, you're easily fooled. Listen. That guy who Oprah is sitting out there on the yacht with, David Geffen. David Geffen was considered by Michael Jackson to be one of his closest friends. But it's said, and it's been reported that Michael Jackson said before he died that Michael Jackson had an enemies list. And he said that David Geffen, who used to be Michael Jackson's best friend, one of his best friends, they said David Geffen was one of the top ones on Michael Jackson's list of enemies. Who Oprah was sitting out there partying for her birthday and watching Leaving Netherlands for her birthday. After that event, you see Oprah losing her mind, elevating the enemies, these accusers of Michael Jackson, even though Michael Jackson was found not guilty, even though even the feds was looking into it, the feds didn't come up with nothing. What's happened in recent history before I go further? I got a few more minutes, family. Don't go nowhere yet. Give me a minute, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, share, share, share. Vicky, what is this article you getting ready to read from? What was this headline, Vicky, you said that you wanted us to look at? This headline that was just put out on April 27th. After Oprah said that we need to sit down, and how Oprah said, basically tried to say that Michael Jackson was a pervert. He was messing with these kids, even though there was no evidence. Look. This is recently. After all these years, they still been trying to win in court. You got to have evidence in court. Watch this. What does it say? Michael Jackson, court dismisses lawsuit from accuser Wade Robinson. A Los Angeles judge ruled on Monday that Wade Robinson cannot sue Jackson's businesses over the childhood sexual abuse he allegedly suffered. Robson, whose accusations featured in the documentary Leaving Neverland, is expected to appeal the decision. Last year, the same judge ruled against fellow accuser James Safechuck on similar grounds. But Oprah, even before these rulings from the court, she was given a hearing to these enemies of a black man. Oprah was participating, like Gail did against our brother Kobe, in defaming the legacy of a dead black man. This is why I have problems with them, because they use the legacy of a black man. Why did they do it? Why did Oprah dog out Michael Jackson's name and legacy? Why did Gail dog out Kobe's name and legacy? They did it both so that they could help white networks get ratings. And so many of us believe based on information and belief. Many of us presume based on information and belief. Many of us believe, this is my opinion, based on information and belief. Oprah, some believe, were goaded by David Geffen on that yacht to cover it and to give another audience, to give audience to these accusers of Michael Jackson. Once again, we keep seeing black women being solicited and used by white people and white supremacists to dog out the legacy of black men on behalf of white people. Remember when Gail did those back-to-back shows on the morning show against R. Kelly? Remember, because the ratings were so high because she was dogging out this black man so hard, even though he was supposed to go to court, even though he was waiting for trial, even though we needed to let all the evidence come out, regardless of what you think. I'm saying that's the reason why she did it. She did it because he's a black man. He was an easy target. And the ratings for Gail's morning show went up so high. Remember, Gail acknowledged tacitly that was one of the reasons why she got a big fat $11 million contract that she renegotiated. Remember? And remember, It appears to some of us, we believe, that Oprah was doing the same thing on behalf of white people, white men, white networks, a white apparatus. They were willing to dog the legacy of black men on behalf of white people or white entities, white machines, white networks. Do you understand this? That's why I'm highlighting this point that our brother Kwame mentioned this Gail, that this Oprah stuff, that Oprah, somebody allegedly on behalf of Oprah approached him to do this interview and he rejected the interview. I want y'all to pay attention. That's an allegation, but this is an opportunity for me to bring this to y'all's attention. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share. Watch this. David Geffen, listen, David Geffen, which I ain't got time to break this down, was also buddies with the Clintons. David Geffen was allegedly angered by Bill Clinton, and it's believed and said it's the reason why he put all that money behind Barack Obama to beat his wife later on, because they said he's known for being petty and for getting revenge on people. That's another story. I broke that down a long time ago with a whole bunch of receipts, didn't I? That's a different situation, but pay attention. Pay attention. In this beautiful piece that was done with our sister named Janita Harris, she was interviewing Dr. Wesley Muhammad in this piece sometime back, right? And in this piece, actually, I'm not going to play that piece. That was a separate story. I don't have time to go there. I'm going to show you a clip real quick in a different video, right? I want to give you this information in this piece about the vindication of Michael Jackson that our brother did on him a long time ago. I want you to hear this description. Are y'all listening? Somebody say, I don't agree with you always, but this is an excellent segment. April, you don't have to agree with me always, beloved, but I'm glad you're enjoying the show. See, the thing about Vicky is I move by the Spirit. When you somebody that's like me, that's not just a YouTuber, not just a Facebooker, not just a tweeter or a Twitter, not just an Instagrammer, sometimes people don't agree with you because you're ahead of your time. It takes other folks to get caught up. But when you watch me long enough, you listen long enough, and you connect the dots long enough, you'll understand that your sister ain't crazy. But understand, I don't suffer from low self-esteem. So you still my sister, even if you don't agree with everything I say, beloved. Thumbs up, and thumbs up. But I do this every day, even when nobody paying attention. But listen, watch. The description our brother gives. On June 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson died in his home in Los Angeles. Listen. Again, shout out. This is from a piece in a description from my brother, Dr. Wesley, on, specifically it's called The Vindication of Michael Jackson, the Archangel of Sound, Song, and Dance. On March 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson died in his home in Los Angeles. The cause was officially ruled death by acute propofol. And I hope I pronounced this right, benzodiazepine intoxication, which means basically a drug overdose. His personal physician at the time of death was Dr. Conrad Murray. How many of y'all remember the black Dr. Conrad Murray who had to go through trial and they tried to pin the death of Michael Jackson on that black doctor? How many of y'all remember Dr. Conrad Murray? See, some of y'all that have been keeping up, but that's okay. That's what Vicky's supposed to do. I'm supposed to connect the dots. I'm supposed to bring these things back to your remembrance. Watch this. Watch this. Some of y'all said, yes, y'all remember him. Let me see if I can pull him up real quick. Some of y'all done forgot that. Some of y'all forgot they tried to pin this murder on this black doctor of Michael Jackson's, right? Watch this. Thumbs up, share, family, while I'm pulling this up real quick. Here's the brother. This is a Dr. Conrad Murray that they pinned that on and took him through that unjust trial. Y'all remember now? Some of y'all were either too young, some of y'all forgot, some of y'all just didn't know that this was a connection here. Keep listening. Keep listening. Now you understand why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Now you understand this is bigger than one man, Kwame Brown. We thank God for our brother. But sometimes circumstances and situations happen to bring things to our remembrance, to remind us of stuff. And when Spirit brings me to talk about stuff, is because we need to be on the lookout for things that might be happening right now behind the scenes in different or similar ways. Pay attention. Please listen. Back to the description from the piece that our brother did. Watch this. On June 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson died in his home. Remember, I read it. It was about, it says it was officially ruled as death by acute propofol, a drug overdose. Watch this. His personal physician at the time was, a time of death was Dr. Conrad Murray, was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter for delivering the fatal drugs to Michael, right? They found the black man guilty. Y'all listen. However, in our report entitled How to Kill a God, the Murder of Michael Jackson and Its Message for Hip Hop and Black America, this is not Vicky quoting it. I'm giving credit to where credit is due. That's the piece. That's the piece. That piece that I just quoted you from, that report titled How to Kill a God, the Murder of Michael Jackson and His Message for Hip Hop and Black America, look it up. He says, we argue, I believe, demonstrated. These are not my words. These are the words of the scholar that says he believes he demonstrated, and he believes that Dr. Conrad Murray was a fall guy. Listen! Joy Reid ain't gonna tell you this. He believes that Dr. Conrad Murray, the black man, the black doctor, was a fall guy, and propofol was a fall drug in a much bigger conspiracy to murder Michael Jackson, a conspiracy that also involved horrible false accusations of child abuse against Michael Jackson and also a hijacking of his financial legacy. Michael Jackson, he says, was no child molester. He never changed his appearance because he wanted to be white, and his death was not the result simply of one man's negligence. What some of you all may or may not know, you can look this up later. I don't have time to give all the information because I got to get ready for my mastermind tonight at 9 o'clock. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Let me say this real quick before I end. Don't go nowhere yet. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. My name is Vicky Dillard. I'm here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's one man's opinion based on documentation and evidence. He believes there's more to the story. I'm giving credit to where credit is due. Vicky is not sitting here pushing unfounded conspiracy. I'm quoting someone and I'm giving you the receipts and I'm saying you look at it yourself. There was another white doctor that was involved giving Michael Jackson drugs at the same time. In fact, I don't want to get his name wrong. I want to say, because like I said, I don't have time to pull all the details right now, but I want to say is Dr. Galen. Is it Dr. Sandy Galen? If I'm mistaken, when I talked about this last time, I think he's dead. That Dr. Sandy Galen, I believe, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. In the Michael Jackson case, let me make sure, let me see if I can find something really quick. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Thank you so much for your patience. Family, don't forget to sign up for my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com. That's clubvicky.com. The network, in case those of you that don't know, we have a store at shopfnq.com. Be sure to check it out. Fly Nubian, yes. Dr. Sandy Galen, Gallin. I think he was a plastic surgeon or something. He looks funny right here anyway. And this is his picture. I think he passed away not too long ago, a few years ago. Some folks didn't know that that doctor was also giving Michael Jackson drugs. because of an injury that Michael Jackson had before. Michael Jackson was in pain. Michael allegedly got hooked on some of the drugs when he did the pain medicine. So this doctor was giving Michael Jackson, in addition to Michael Jackson's main doctor, Dr. Conrad Murray, the black doctor, that black doctor was not aware that this Sandy Galen doctor was giving Michael Jackson a ridiculous dosage, a dangerous dosage of other medicine for his pain. So watch this. During the black man's trial, Dr. Conrad Murray, they wanted to put up that defense and prove that this other white doctor was giving godless amounts of other drugs to Michael Jackson. The judge in the case refused to allow all of that evidence in. And it's believed by some. It's speculated by some based on belief and information. Y'all know I'm going to always do my disclaimers. I'm always going to protect even those that put it out there, even though this is research that I've got on other people, I'm still going to protect the researchers. The researchers, based on information and belief, their scholarly and intelligent conclusion. They said that because David Geffen, who Oprah was sitting out there on the yacht with, has a lot of influence, outsized influence throughout Hollywood, they said that the judge, they believe, also had connections with some of them, and the judge refused to allow it in on behalf of his homeboys so that the information wouldn't come through. So the black doctor who wanted to have this white man testify and wanted all this other information in to prove that it was not the drugs that he was giving Michael Jackson that killed him, they wouldn't let it in. I know something about having a trial, a federal unjust trial, where the judge refuses to allow certain evidence in and certain witnesses. There's other information to this. The big thing that I wanted you to take away from this, even though I could just go on and on, y'all, so much receipts I want to give you. So many receipts I want to give you. I wanted you to know that some of this happened because Oprah was willing to open up that door to help destroy the legacy of a black man. Do you all know that a few months ago, that after we gave Oprah so much hell, the black grassroots, not Reverend Al Sharpton, not Don Lemonade, not your black-faced people that's on mainstream media, but us, we gave them so much hell. When I say us, I'm talking about you and I. I'm talking about those of us that use social media, then they like to dog us out for using alternative media. Do you all know that Oprah's Instagram page took down some of the posts that she had up about Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson's accusers and all that? Did you all know that we was giving her so much hell that it forced Oprah Winfrey herself to take down some of the posts where she was pushing these accusers of Michael Jackson and that Saving Neverland? Y'all remember that? Look it up. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Real quick on the David Geffen. The David Geffen, and for some reason, again, I don't know why my device isn't letting me show you the pictures in big size. For David Geffen, this guy who Oprah is sitting enjoying her birthday with on his yacht, having her watch Saving Neverland. Neverland, watch this. It's documented in this book that this lady who said she had this encounter with Michael Jackson, she wrote the book, and she says something interesting in this book where she says Michael told her in this book, I'm trying to remember her name. I think this is her name. I think her name is Sana Mangatal. Her book is called Michael and Me, The Untold Story of Michael Jackson's Secret Romance. I just pulled it up on Amazon, the name. I Googled it, but that's one of the things. If family, it's been a long time since I gave y'all all these receipts and so much information that I researched and studied, and I fact checked some of the things that I even was hearing from Dr. Wesley. But I just pulled up this book because I believe that's the name of the book. You have to look it up later. Michael and Me, The Untold Story of Michael Jackson's Secret Romance. We can't attest to every single thing that she put in the book, but as our brother said, some of this rings true, an incident that she said. This lady named Shayna Mangenthal, watch this. She said Michael told her, and she puts this in the book, that Michael told her, and after this, I got to go. Don't go nowhere yet. Let me say this, and then we'll go. She said Michael told her in the book, she documents in the book, that Michael said that even though, because, you know, David, I just told you earlier that David Geffen was considered to be one of Michael Jackson's best friends. Before he passed, Michael Jackson had a list of 20 some odd enemies list. And on the top of the list, one of the top folks on the list of Michael Jackson's enemies list was David Geffen. She says that Michael told her, and again, get the book, family, because like I said, there's been so much stuff. I've been researched, pulled up too much stuff. I can't get it all. You can even get some of these books sometimes at the public library, so you don't even have to pay for it sometimes, depending on where you are and what you do. But I digress. She says that Michael said that what started the incident with him and David Geffen, he said that David Geffen at a party, they said that out there, these white men were throwing parties where they would have young, attractive boys at these parties. And I guess some of these parties were like pool parties and this kind of stuff. Apparently, Michael Jackson was invited to one of these little parties. Whatever the get together was, the point is they had a reputation for having parties, allegedly, and little young boys and stuff were there. Anyway, at some incident, I'm going to put it like this because I'm trying to remember all the details. Michael Jackson, just know this, at a particular place, Michael Jackson, David Geffen, it's alleged that David Geffen tried to come on to Michael Jackson. Look it up. It's alleged. Again, shout out to our brother, Dr. Wesley, for some of his research scholarship and putting together some of this stuff. Y'all, I done went through some of this so long ago. I'm throwing out names and information for you to go look at yourself. I've already done shows on this. In the book, she mentions that David Geffen tried to make a pass at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson rebuffed David Geffen's pass because Michael Jackson isn't gay. If you gay, that's you. That's fine. But Michael wasn't gay. They said that Michael Jackson rebuffed David Geffen's trying to come on to him. And it's believed, scholarly conclusion, that David Geffen was petty, upset, and he held that against Michael Jackson. There's so much more to this story I don't have time to get into, as well as the money, as well as folks tripping with Michael Jackson. Did you all know that Michael Jackson also purchased, was it some of the masters of Elvis or something like that? And that Michael, it was worth a lot of money. Also, there's another issue that's related to Michael Jackson. It's believed something with the insurance related to it as well. And some believe that that's another reason why his death was escalated for the benefit of some insurance stuff. It's a whole lot to this, family. I don't have time to get into the details of that. But I wanted to bring up the fact that what we know about Oprah. See, I'm not talking about just extracurricular conspiratorial stuff. I'm saying that I'm putting information out there. You run with it and you research it. And I'm saying what we know for sure, and we have the evidence of it. Oprah was out there and excited to be on David Geffen's yacht. They was watching the documentary Saving Neverland. We know that she, after almost 10 years of this man's death, some say murder. Yep, the Beatles too. I heard about that. That's a separate thing. That she ended up giving audience to Michael Jackson's accusers. Some believe that this is the white man's attempt to destroy the legacy of the black man. It wasn't enough, they say, that Michael Jackson was out of here physically, but actually to destroy the legacy of this archangel of sound and music and dance, Michael Jackson. And this is the reason why I coined the phrase LAM, League of Marys, and why I absolutely detest any black-faced or black-looking person that's being a willful agent for our open enemies against our own people. The danger of somebody that looks like us is the fact that when you embrace people that looks like you and they're really the enemy, instead of you resisting the enemy, you embrace them because you don't know the difference. That's why they're especially dangerous. I got to go. I only got a few minutes to get ready for my class tonight. JoinClubVicky.com. I love you to pieces. I do this Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget, the stuff I'm talking about is bigger than one person. It's not about worshiping someone, but it's about understanding the nuances in every circumstance and situation. My name is Vicky Dillard. I love you to pieces. I bow to you. You are my bliss. See you very soon.